Hopefully, after reading the passage, you felt like you had a strong sense of what the passage was about. With these narrative story prose passages, you should be able to answer more than half of the questions without returning to the passage. Now, in order to clarify the process of how you answer questions, we are not going to go over the questions in order. Instead, we're going to go over them in groups by how you approach answering the questions. The first group of questions is the kind where, after you read the question, you can answer in your own words before you even look at the answer choices. Once you have answered using your brain voice, then find the choice that matches your version of the answer and move on. So let's try the first one, number 1. According to the passage, Eliza and all of her children do not get to stay together due to... So this is a detail question that hopefully you know right away without having to go back to the passage or look at the answer choices. You can say in your own words that the reason Eliza and her children could not stay together is because the man could not afford to buy them all. So you look through your answer choices and find B, the man's inability to afford them. Well, that perfectly matches your answer. So we select it and we move on. To number 5. The narrator uses a simile to compare Eliza's tears to falling rain in order to... So this is an inference question. It is asking you to explain why the author compares Eliza's tears to falling rain. Not what does the author say, but what does it mean? If you need to go back to the passage to get some context, then make sure that when you're reading the excerpt, you're asking yourself, why does the author use this comparison? All right, let's go back to the passage. The bargain was agreed upon, and Randall must go alone. Then Eliza ran to him, embraced him passionately, kissed him again and again, and told him to remember her, all the while her tears falling in the boy's face like rain. So, either with or without having returned to the passage, you should be thinking, okay, the author uses this simile to show how sad Eliza is. So let's look through our answer choices. You want to watch out for choice D because it is a trap answer. It says, indicate the quantity of tears shed by the mother. Well, this is not why the author uses a simile. It's not to say that she cried a lot, as in the number or quantity of tears. Choice C, on the other hand, states that the author used a familiar image to describe the depth of her pain. Now this is more of a description of why the author compares her tears to rain. So that's our best answer. Okay, let's try another one. Question 6. The point of view from which this passage is told can best be described as that of A. Well, this question is really asking, who is the narrator of the story? Well, it's a slave, that we know for sure. A quick look at the answer choices and we see that only choice A, a slave witnessing a tragedy, mentions slave, and it's clear that what he witnesses is definitely a tragedy. So we pick A and we move on.